On the wrong profile.
It is 9:34 Thursday night, and we are live on RC Talk. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Scottzilla.
Hey there.
And
Volume down. There we
Green
go.
Frog just came in. Looks like he got a haircut.
Oh yeah, I didn't even recognize him.
Beard, haircut. My God, looks so different.
So do you do like I do, and you get a haircut, and that lasts you all year till the next year haircut?
Yeah, 6 months, year, 2 years, whichever.
Hey, Joseph Erickson, Steve O.D. How you doing? I sent you an email, Steve O.D., to jump in. So, do you guys see what Axial came out with?
They got something new out?
Yep.
No, I haven't then.
It's a side-by-side. It's a small 1/16 scale side-by-side with the Yeti Junior body frame, but they put a side-by-side on top of it. It looks nice.
Oh yeah?
It's like 150 US, so I'm not sure what's going to be Canadian, probably 225.
Doesn't sound very pricey either.
It's not bad. It's a lot of people didn't like the Yeti Junior because it's a small car, so you do have to be careful with it a little bit more. You don't treat it like a real rock bouncer. You have to be a little bit more careful. But people use it like a normal Yeti and try to jump it and whatnot. So it's a smaller scale. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yes, Travis RC Yeti Junior chassis. It does look cool. James Swift, how are you doing? We have Joseph Erickson in there also. Cool. So for the people, or for some people that don't know it, let me pop it up real quick so you can actually see what it looks like. Oh yeah, and do not go to axial.com because it's not the same thing at all. Don't try that. So here we go. We'll go to that screen. I know that when I share my screen, sometimes it does not look that good. I'm sorry about that. But what's new? Let's go to what's new. What's weird is it looks good in our screen, in the Hangout screen, but in the actual live stream, it doesn't, which is weird. So here it is. It's the Axel, the Yeti Junior Can-Am Maverick.
That's cool.
Yep. So it's on the Yeti Junior chassis. So I've watched the video. It's kind of a nice little video. I'm not going to bore you guys with the video. If you want to go see it, go see it. They did put some red accent to it, so it does make it look good.
It does look sharp. What does it say
for
in
the
the
people
gold
that
area?
are looking? Pardon me?
What does it say in the gold strip on the side?
Can-Am.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I can see it now. That's cool.
It's got a Spectrum ESC with built-in receiver, so it's an ESC and receiver combo. I'm not a fan of that because if ever your ESC blows up, you got to change everything. But
anything all in one kind of bites in that sense.
Yeah, in that aspect, yeah. But it's a small footprint, and it looks good inside of it. And there's pictures of it when it opens up, and you can see why. Here's a picture. There's not a lot of room in there. That's a 380 motor, so it's a smaller motor. So everything's on a smaller scale.
So that's got an EC3 on it, huh?
Yep.
And will it take a 2S LiPo then?
I believe it does.
Because I've got some of those batteries.
Oh, the small one, yeah.
So, and I have a Spectrum radio. Well, I can put it as a model on there. I wouldn't even have to use the radio that came with it. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. So it's a nice option. I like my side by side, but it's a nice little option for some people that want to try it out. Hey, we have Jack that joined us. How you doing, Jack? How's the weather in down under?
It's a nice day today. How you going, guys? Scotty, Kagan, how are you?
What's going on?
How are you, Scotty?
Good, good.
And it's a, let me have a look. I'll just spin the camera around if it works.
Beautiful.
And you got a hell of an ISO on that camera. It looks like it's daylight over there.
There you go. Nice blue skies, right? It's nice blue skies.
He's getting ready to have lunch. Yeah, right, Jack? You're about lunchtime where you are.
It's just turned, you should know the time by now, Tank. 1:40 p.m.
Yeah, just after lunch, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good guess.
Yeah. What's the topic? Anyone got the flu, or there's a birthday going on? What's going on?
No flu, no birthday. It's all about you tonight, Jack.
No, I won't be on for long, mate. I won't be on for long.
No, it's going to be. It's just an open topic. I was just talking about the new Axial Yeti Junior that came out, which is actually a Can-Am side-by-side car. So that's a nice little.
You got a picture?
Oh, I got a picture.
Yeah, it's like an all-terrain vehicle.
Here it is.
Oh yeah, what scale is it?
That's a 1/16.
1/16 scale.
So it's on the small frame, the small Yeti Junior. Exact measurement. I thought they had a place where they had a measurement. Sorry for me going fast. I'm just trying to find the measurement for it. Axles. The rear axle is 5-inch, 5.6 inch, so it's 5.5 inch for the rear axle. So it's not that bad size.
How much?
So here's a small battery. Those are the batteries you have?
US.
Yeah, I got the EC3s, but I didn't see the one you showed. Was it a long pack or was it?
This is the one that the picture's up right now.
Yeah, that's the nickel one though. But that's what I would put in there. But lipo, it would fit.
Has it got a price on this thing?
150 150 US.
So what's our price?
225 probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be right.
So it's 11-inch long, 279 millimeter long, 7-inch wide, 177 millimeters wide.
What happened, Kagan? You shaved your beard off, brother. You look like a young kid there, mate.
He's getting ready for summer. He's trying to call summer over.
Yeah. Warmed up a little bit today.
Anyone in the chat? Oh, I can't see the chat.
Yeah. James Swift is there. Honey Lulu's there. Hey, Honey Lulu.
Hello, everyone in the chat. I can't see the chat because I'm on my phone.
Michigander RC Tech and Tools.
Yeah. Travis RC, Steve OD's there. James Swift.
He's not joining.
Yeah, he will later.
Maybe in a little bit.
Yeah, Jack, I can't believe my son, and I actually showed him the video today, and I didn't know. I didn't check the time or I didn't do anything. I just said, it's going to be good enough. It's going to be good enough for a time. But my son beat me by 1 second. I can't believe that.
I told you can't drive, mate. A simple fact, you can't drive. Your son drives a million times better than you. Every time I see your son out there and you driving, you're walking around in circles while he's killing it out there, mate.
Don't exaggerate.
Nah,
hey,
he done a good job.
How you really feel.
Sorry?
Tell us how you really feel, Jack. Don't hold back.
Oh, Tank knows how I. Don't worry, that's all right. No, Tank knows how I feel. Don't worry about that. It's only. Don't worry about you guys. You guys are fine. He knows I hang shit on him all the time. So he can take it. He's smiling. If he doesn't smile, well, Nah, but he did. He did a good job with that. Whatever that. What's that competition? Slalom, whatever, backwards, forward, sideways, upside down. What's he going to think of next, this bloke? I mean, when I saw you with the trail, I thought, nah, come on, man, that's impossible.
That was tough. That was really tough.
That was jackknife all the time, mate.
Yeah, but I was doing pretty good. I didn't jackknife maybe once, and I straightened it up to actually back up. But earlier, just before I started recording, I told John, I go, let me practice first. And the first 2 tries that I tried practicing, I was just jackknifing like crazy, and I couldn't do it. I go, okay, screw that, hit record, and I'll just do it. And whatever shows up on camera shows up on camera. And as soon as the camera came on, I don't know, I just did good. Like I was going good with the trailer, and it was fun.
Isn't it usually the other way around?
It is, yeah. I was taking more of my time. I wasn't really jerking.
Damn, I didn't get the shot. Sorry, I just want to ask Scott, mate.
Well, not much.
Scott, mate, your cover picture on your Facebook, mate, listen to me. You got to bring one of those things down and start doing something, mate. Come on,
I still got another picture to show you still. All my flying bees and all my stars, a whole row of those.
When I saw all those guitars, I thought, what are you doing?
Those are old pictures. I still have more.
Oh, mate. The guy's got 20 million guitars and he doesn't even pick one up.
Well, I picked one up the other day for a little while. I couldn't go to sleep. I had a tune in my head, so I plucked on the guitar and laid it next to me and went to bed. I always have a guitar in my room for that reason, because if I have something in my head and I'm thinking about how to play on the guitar, it's easier just to get out of bed and figure it out than keep myself awake trying to figure it out.
When I did my recording, what I used to do is I used to record early in the morning, like sometimes 2, 3 in the morning, because it's so quiet.
Yeah. It's always quiet when you put headphones on, though.
Everything still, there's no interference, no nothing. Turn the phone off, whatever, blah blah blah, and start playing.
Cool. Earl RC just showed up. RC Basher Boy is here also, and Team Vega.
Gabs, how you going?
And Ecno Baker.
Oh, Techno.
Cool.
Enoch.
Oh, he says he watched my Pole Pal video today. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching it. Hope it was helpful to you, and that you'll be making some Pole Pal. So they're really easy to make. Scottzilla.
Yo.
A Pole Pal for us, for the crawler people, it's a hook that you it's like a shovel, and you put it in the ground and you use it with your winch to pull you up or out of trouble.
Well, I had no idea. I'm glad you explained that.
There's a bunch of different names for it, but the brand name, just like Scotch tape, it's a Pole Pal.
Yeah.
All right, Tank, give me 5 minutes. Talk about Outback Jack. We've got to keep this going, mate. It's a bit of a lull at the moment.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about Outback Jack. The floor is yours.
Aren't you part of this, Tank?
Well,
What you need to do is you need to make me out a map. You got to map me where's. I'm getting confused.
He's in the States.
I've got David. Yeah, and I've got the Radio Control Patrol, and it's going to arrive Friday. is going to arrive for Friday. So I've told Dave to take his time, right? Now, after that, I've got Axio, I've got Omar, I've got Sean. Who else have I got? I think I've got 4 left in the States. Steve O.D., how you going, mate? Nice to see you. How's the flu going? Are you feeling better?
Getting there.
Yeah, good on you, mate. And I've got Steve O.D. last in Detroit. So I've got to work out, because he's gone back to Atlanta, I've got to work out how I'm going to go forward. Where to send him. Like, Akshay says to send him to New Jersey next.
New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, I've got New Jersey, New York, Colorado Springs, and then I've got Steve O.D. last in the grand finale. You got Steve-O.
Yes,
You're the last person in America, my friend.
Nice.
Let me look at the map there that I made a little while
Because
ago.
otherwise, it's going to go back and then back again. I don't know how it's going to. Well, actually, I said to send it to New Jersey, then go back to who's after New Jersey.
It's not going to any of the warmer states, just where it's cold.
Oh, he's already hit the snow.
He's in Virginia. Fairly warm.
Yeah.
Atlanta's pretty warm.
Yeah. You got snow, Steve, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got plenty of snow there, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Too much.
So hopefully by the time he gets to you, you'll have more snow. You can do something in the snow, mate.
Oh, there's plenty.
So I've got to work out how I'm going to do it so it doesn't go back and then forth and back and then forth. So Atlanta's Friday, and then from Atlanta, I've got to work out the next destination. Now, Axio told me to send it to him to New Jersey. Because Omar's in Colorado Springs.
That's way over on the left side, Colorado.
So does Omar get him last before he goes to Canada? No. Steve-O gets him last. No doubt about that. But
it
we're
looks
going to
like there's some names missing because North Carolina, there should be a bunch of people there, a bunch of points, but I don't see the points there.
Are those the locations where he's going? Or what is that we're looking
Yes.
at?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Open in my maps. Hold on. I'll open up in this one. Maybe it's going to be better. There we go.
Because you had your map set out, but we can change it. Like if you know where he's going to go.
Yeah.
What did you think of the? What did you think of the?
He's in Georgia right now, right?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta. Yeah, he's going to be a Friday tomorrow.
So he went all the way back up to. He already went to Axiomatics, or did he?
No, Axiomatic added last week.
Okay.
So who's he going to see in Florida?
There's no one in Florida.
Yeah, CRISPR, Meridi.
No, well, I haven't heard. He's disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for ages, for a few months.
Gabriel sent it to him. He's in Texas.
Hey,
He could head west before he heads north.
Well, if he's already up in Virginia, that's up in halfway up the state on the right-hand side. And then above Virginia would be New Jersey, which is up on the right-hand side.
Yeah, because you got Virginia, where CCXRC, Tony from CCXRC is.
yeah, but
He'll
be in Atlanta tomorrow, in Georgia, at Dave's place.
Yeah.
So where does he go from there? That's my next. What destination? I don't know.
Well, it looks like you've added some people, so I'm not sure.
No, the only people that I've got left is Steve, Axio, Sean's RC Adventures is in New York City, right? So when he told me he's in New York City, he's going to take him actually in town. So I thought that'd be great.
Okay.
So I added him.
If I look at the map, New York City is over here. You have to go to Colorado right now, to Omar. Are you still doing Omar?
Yeah, Omar's on holidays at the moment. He's having vacation.
Okay, so you can do him after. So yeah, I would send him closer to New York and closer to Virginia. And then you can send them to Steve O.D. And then from Steve O.D., well, it doesn't matter because you're going
Steve
right
O.D.'s border of Canada. So he goes from Steve O.D.'s to you.
Yeah, he could come back to me, but you still didn't go to Omar. But yeah, if Omar's on vacation, you might get him last.
I contacted him and he messaged me and he said, I said, do you still want to be in it because he's taking a break? He goes, yeah, he still wants to be in it.
Yeah.
So
you're going to have to message me
to Colorado last.
Message me the addresses of the other people that are going to be coming.
I'd have to do that. Anyway.
This is Kibler. So he did, and right now he went to Kibler, to Honolulu. Let me change that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Where did he go from there?
Yeah, he went to Ben. Buy a break and fix it.
And where is Ben?
He's in Virginia.
Okay, so he's in Virginia, and then he went back to Atlanta.
Yes, because we didn't know whether Dave was going to come in or not. And then when I contacted Dave, he said yes, he'll take him. So we sent him back to Atlanta.
Okay, cool. Well, call me tomorrow and we'll straighten it out. We'll straighten it all out and we'll send it at a good place.
I'll send you the addresses where it's going, and you can tell me where he's going to go after
it. I'm kind of scared for the map because Google is shutting down, but as far as I know, they're only shutting down the sites that are for interactive, for the social sites. So the social groups and all that. That's the site that they're shutting down.
So communities are going. I'm going to lose all my stuff in my community. Yeah.
Yes, there is a way to back it up, eh? If you want to back.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the data back up. Yeah.
Okay.
So they forced us to use it, and now they're going to take it away.
Yeah. So that's why I'm wondering: is Google Map going to go away, or are they going to charge, or what's going to happen to it? So I'll do it. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep sharing it. I don't think it's going to go away because.
Well, they had maps before they had Google Plus, so I would say.
Yeah. It is Google Plus that's going away for the social medias, but other than that, everything should be good.
The communities are going too, aren't they?
Yes, they are. All the communities and all that, that's all going.
There's going to be a lot of pissed off people, mate.
Well, people are still asking to join the community.
Yeah, but once the communities go, there's so many people that share their videos and channels and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? We'll have to rely on Facebook groups then, eh?
And don't flying your drone at me, your dookie at me. Yes, I did see the Winnebago. He sent me a YouTube video. It's a Winnebago. It's like a Chief Winnebago, like mine. But the guy put a big engine in it. It's like a turbo engine. That thing just takes off like crazy. It's big and heavy, but it's fast. So it was kind of cool video. Thanks for sending that. Michigander RC Tech Tool, Big Squid RC, win a Cross RC. Oh, looks like Big Squid is having a giveaway again. Cool.
There's so many giveaways going on at the moment.
Earl RC saying there's no dot for the West Coast. What's going on with that?
That's what I was saying.
No, well, what? There's no dot. Outback Jack is not going out in the East Coast of the state. The thing is, with Outback Jack, it belongs to Jack, and he's sending it to the people that follows him. And,
thank you very much. That's exactly right.
Actually, that he's known for a long time. So if he starts sending that to everybody that just raises hand, hey, I want him, it's never going to end. So he probably, Outback Jack will probably do another tour. He did one in 2016. He did one
No,
in 2018.
2015. I actually saw the dates. Me and Dave from Radio Control Patrol, we found stuff from 2015.
Okay.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, well, it started in 2015, but I think it ended in 2006 because I do have my map 2016 written on it. But it could be.
Now I need to get. I asked Dave. I got to get that picture because when I do his arrival, I got to put his Incredible Hulk picture. I can't find it. Have you got it?
No, I don't think I got that. I might. It might be in there in the chats. I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be perfect. Just remember, I called him the went in green, his face, and then I gave him the nickname Incredible Hulk.
Jack,
So that'd be, that'd be really good for the
Jack, you think about Outback Jack heading back to Atlanta, seeing all his ladies again, possibly.
I barely heard that.
Look, what Tank said is correct, and Steve and all these other guys that support my channel. There's no point me sending. I'm not out there to get. I've got hardly any subs out of this. I'm sending people to other people. Go and have a look, right? I'm getting no one. I don't care about that, right? Doesn't bother me. So people go on other people's channels because of this adventure. Fantastic,
Yeah.
Now, like he said, if people come onto my channel, the regulars or whatever, like Steve-O and whoever else, Axio and the loyal subs. I'm sorry to the people in the chat that want to be in it, but if you're not on my channel, there's no logic in that.
Yeah, because if you did not know that Jack was going on an adventure, and all of a sudden you're saying, "Hey, I want to be in it," well, it's too late. His itinerary is already done. Not saying it can't change, which it is changing a little bit now.
Well, I did add Sean I did add Sean because I want him to be in New York City.
Yeah,
that's going to be great. He's going to run it in New York, so that's a different concept sort of thing. Steve-O's going to do his whatever he's going to do, blow things up and whatever you're going to do, Steve-O. Cause mayhem and down in Detroit. Whether he survives his adventure, I don't know. Whether he gets the tank or not. Whatever you do.
He's got a knife. He'll be all right.
Okay, whatever you do, Steve-O, when you do get him, mate, if you do put him on a vehicle, just stay clear of fire hydrants, please, brother. Yeah, you're right.
I'll try. You know how that happens, though. Magnets.
and tree stumps, too, right? Just do a bit of a dodge, No, but I added another couple of people because I think Axio said to me, I don't know if he's in the chat, but he said, "Oh, is he coming past, me? Because he was nearby or something, New Jersey." I said, "Well, he supports my channel. He's always on my videos and that." So I put him in. Sean's always on my channel. Tank, I don't know about you. I'm starting to think about you now, here and there, mate. Sometimes you come on and this and that. So you're still up in the air a bit there, mate.
I try.
Yeah, I'm joking. Scott Zilla, he's on my channel. Kagan opted out, which I wish he would have got him because you got a ton of snow there.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to the people. I really apologise to because there are some people in the chat and some have asked. I wish he came past. I could do something with him. So people in the chat that are not in it, I apologise. I'm sorry. Don't hate me or anything. But we already worked out, like Mr. Washed Out said, the itinerary. And I only added a couple of more people because of the location. And I thought Ben's video was fantastic. The monuments and everything like that. I thought it was great.
Cool.
Something different.
Well, Honey Lulu's in the chat saying hi to everybody. So she said hi to everybody in the chat and in the videos, just to let you know, because you can't see the chat.
No, I said hello earlier on. Okay. Anyway, that's my time on But like I said, I apologise to the people that in the chat that are not getting him. That's just the logic. If you support me, and I don't have much, my channel is a small channel, as you know. I don't get much traffic, whatever. But I'm happy to send people other places and other channels. So everything was already done out. If you support me and he's on his way past you somewhere along the line, I might add you. I don't know. What do you think, Steve-O? Oh, Steve-O's all quiet. What do you think, mate?
Oh no, I'm just listening. Just it makes sense. It makes sense.
It sure does.
Well, it's just like a giveaway. Say you or Tank or Kagan, not that Kagan doesn't, but or Scotty, do a giveaway like we used to do back in the day, and you had Tom, Dick, and Harry come in. You don't even know who they are, right? Random people. Right? So we stopped all that, and we changed it so it was a loyal subscriber giveaway where people that were always on your channel were in the giveaways. That's the way we did it. Well, that's the way I did it.
Right.
And it still caused trouble.
Well, when Jack gets here with his knife, with his little knife, I'm going to get my son to hold one of my swords, my movie swords I have, and he's going to say, "That's not a knife. This is a knife."
Well, I seen this video on YouTube yesterday, and it was how to make a knife, and it was about this a little bit bigger than the one that Outback Jack has, but it was made out of a bolt, and the guy heated it up, and he was hammering down, you know, and shaping it, and then sharpening it, and that. I was like, man, I wish I had them tools that I used to. I'd make a real freaking knife. The guy was cutting into stuff with it, and showing how sharp it was. I was like, that'd be bad.
It must be a blacksmith or something. It's got to be.
Yeah, it was.
Got to be a black.
A minor, you know, not a full blown blacksmith, but someone that had a torch and had you know, vices and shit like that where they can hammer it down, and then they had the belt sander where they could shape it, and they put a wood handle on it and then ground that down, and
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Depending what time it is in the year, maybe that's what I should do. I should, just like I did a video on a pull pal, I should do a video on how to do a scale real knife in metal to actually for Outback Jack. But make
that's what it was basically. But
cool.
yeah, I don't have that stuff anymore. That stuff was back at my grandpa's garage when his house was around. I would have been able to do it, but I don't got that stuff now. I don't think a Dremel would do the trick on that.
Take a while.
Well, see, the thing is I try to tell people to try to think outside the box. Now, Ben did that, right? Just think of a story or something that pops out or something. You know, like we go back to the old adventures. Some people had some great stories there.
Yeah.
You know, like the Millards, for example, they did a whole movie on the thing, right? And, well, I know Susan's, that's #1 fan of Outback Jack, but, you know, they had a storyline of what was going on and stuff like. I mean, you can stick him in a trail truck and he can be the driver and drive around and stuff. Not knocking any people, but I'm saying, if you think of a story or some sort of concept that sticks out, even better. So when he gets to Detroit, there'll be guns coming out. There'll be the lot, hamburger with the lot down there, Steve O.D.
It won't even be part of the script. I'll have to improv. I'll be improvising after I hear gunshots or gang war going on.
You know, I can see what you're going to do, a drive-by, mate. Nah, it's just, if people will come up with some, I mean, look, Tank's already thinking ahead. Especially when they're under zombies, that took for 5 months.
Sure.
5 months.
Now I'm actually thinking maybe I should.
5 months for that video. 5 months. You really, Tank?
What?
Really?
I did a lot of different. I got maybe like 4 or 5 different videos of different adventures with him.
Oh, no, you did.
The zombie one was the longest one that it took me to edit. Yes, but like there's a lot of other adventure videos I did with him.
Oh, of course, you milked it as much as you could.
No, it took like 3 months for him to get here. As soon as he got here, you wanted him to go already.
Gone from 38 days to 3 months.
Like, it was crazy.
But he's still in good shape. I saw when Ben held him up. It looks like he hasn't been through the wars yet. But when you get him tanked, you might have to patch him up, mate.
Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe I'll have to give him a new paint of coat, a new coat of paint.
Now, I think Honolulu put the coat. I'm not sure, but apparently, I think she said that the coat didn't actually fit him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. Isn't it the coat that they put on top of the truck right when they got it?
Yeah. She honey dipped the coat or jacket for him, but she said that it didn't quite fit. I think you got to take the vest off or something. I'm not sure. That'll have to go back to the master craftsman for that sort of thing. I think.
Like the
he'll make it fit. He'll make it fit.
But I was hoping when he was in Washington that he was going to go see Trump. I was really hoping for Outback Jack to go see Trump.
You see, I was going to, in the video that I did, for what he did, the behind us, I was actually going to do Trump stuff, but I thought, no, I'm not going to put anything political. I just didn't want to put anything political,
You didn't want another reason for someone to take down your channel?
No, well, I could have gone to town on Trump. You know what I mean? He's just a puppet. No, I could have gone to town on him, but no.
Well, if you're upset about it.
So anyway, I'll message you tomorrow, Tank, and you can do the mapping and whatever. And if I add another person, 2 people, whatever. Well, Tony from CCXR, is Tony in the chat?
Yeah, he was there a little while ago, yeah.
He hasn't been on my channel for that long, and I see him on everyone else's channel. And like I said, you don't come on my channel, and I'm sorry, Tony, I know you're a good friend of mine. I've known you for a lot of years, mate, but I'm a small channel, and I don't see you there much. I see you on Steve-O's all the time. Axio's in 5 seconds. Sorry, mate, but he's going to make a detour. I'm very sorry.
I don't see him much on my channel either, Jack.
I see him, don't worry. I see him. Oh, I see him.
I guess he picks and chooses who his friends are.
I don't want him to be upset with me or whatever. Mate, I've known the bloke longer than anyone. Longer than anyone on here.
Yeah.
They just, all these people just disappear all of a sudden. What, because they got bigger? Is that what it is?
No, they changed.
Come on, man. Nah, but look, he's a good bloke, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But it's only fair because if other people aren't going to be in it and they don't support me.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, I was thinking maybe I should try to get Outback Jack to come and see our Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh, yeah, really? How are you going to do that?
Well, he's always shaking hands to everybody. If I walk by him and I'm close to him, I can say, "Hey, tell him the quick story about it. And do you mind holding him and take a
reach for your pockets quickly?"
Yeah.
Nah, man, he'll look at you. He's gonna look at you and say, "What is this?" There he is.
Come on, guys.
What's up, Tony?
There, you can ask Tony why he's not watching your videos anymore. That's because you took on your channel. That's why.
He would have heard. No, I don't have to repeat it. He would have heard.
Heard what?
I've got no hard feelings against that. He knows what it is. I'm not gonna.
I haven't heard it yet. It sounds like it's just playing.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Tony.
I'm on delay, apparently.
Instant replay there, mate.
Big delay.
Good on you, Tony. You're a champ. You're a champion, mate.
I haven't been on much, man.
Nah, not much.
Traveling and working.
Yeah, I know.
Tony, your camera is just as bad as mine nowadays.
Yeah.
No one's as bad as yours, Tank. Mate, you got the biggest lag of all time.
Didn't you just put up a video today of a new camera or something? Tank?
Yeah, my problem here at home is it's not my camera. I do have nice HD camera. It's my upstream, which is less than 1 meg. I live in the country, not in the city, and I got less than 1 meg upload to do these things. So that's
Are you on
what's stopping
dial-up?
me right now. Hey?
Are you on dial-up?
Dial up.
Like DSL.
Hey, Steve, when you get onto Tank's video, mate, whatever you do, just get some popcorn out because it goes for half an hour, mate.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure I prepare for it then.
Are you talking about my last video of me driving?
Yeah. I saw a 30-minute video there, Tank. Is driving your car with a camera.
Yeah.
I thought that was John. John does that. John's in the car with his cameras, the new cameras.
Yeah, but how much of the road can you see? You can see the quality of the car. It's actually good. I'll give you that. It's not bad for it. Well, how much would it cost you?
That was $50 for that camera.
Dollars.
I'm sure. Wait, did you
Canadian.
use all the money that you got in the super chat for it?
No, not on that. The Super Chat bought me the lighting.
Give me money, Tony. I can't say the chat, but don't give him a cent, mate. $50 camera.
Time lapse.
Yeah. What did you do with time lapse, Tank? What did you do for 30 minutes?
Because when you do time lapse, well, I could have did a time lapse with the camera, and that's one thing I might try.
Yeah.
But, if I fast forward the film, you're modifying the video, and I wanted people to see the true footage of the camera without being modified.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree with that. Johnny from Unlimited Vertical does the same sort of thing. Well, he used to, and he's in Canada. He used to do all the snow and then going to work and all that, but he'd do both. He'd do slow and he'd do quick, the time-lapse thing.
Yeah.
So he'd show you the actual footage, the quality, and then he'd speed it up.
Honey Lulu has been playing jokes with me or pulling my chain. She's saying, hold my purse, because of what I said on when my son was driving that car there doing the slalom.
Yes,
I saying, look, it's a woman driving.
Yes, and you sort of telling Lulu and that he was in there. Her husband was in with him. Yeah, I watched the video, but you don't comment.
And right after I said that comment, he did the whole thing without hitting it, and he did it in 16 seconds, which beat my time of 17 seconds. Little bugger.
Yeah, I did a comment, but I was going to say that the PC police wouldn't like your video very much.
Why?
The politically correct police. Saying that he was driving like a woman, like that would be
yes.
less than a man driving.
I didn't even pick up on that.
You know. I like pulling other people's chain, and I knew she was going to watch the video, and I just want to have some shit and giggles with people.
Mate, you got the driest sense of humor I've ever come across, mate. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Come on, give me a spell.
I'm French and Canadian, eh?
Now, don't give me this Canadian and French thing.
Why?
Like you usually do. Tony!
Yo!
I'll speak to me mate here. What's that you got? Was that a King Hauler, Grand Hauler? What is it?
Grand Hauler.
It's a Grand Hauler.
Grand Hauler, is it? Everyone's buying Grand Haulers now.
I wish. I can't afford one of them bad boys.
Yeah, it takes so long to build that you can't watch any videos, though, so...
What are they worth, these things?
Like $550.
Before you buy everything for it or after you buy everything for it?
Well, it's a kit, obviously. What's a kit worth?
$650, and then $450.
Whoa.
We did the math on it the other day. It's close to $1,000 once you put everything in, right?
It's dumb.
It's all worth it.
Well, ask Kagan. He should know.
It's $450 for the Grand Hauler, and then you got to buy the sound module, which is the ESC also. That's like another.
Module.
That's another $350.
Nah, it's $270 from Japan.
Okay, that's US. And
that
then you got to buy
$2.
two. No, how many servos in there? How many servos in there? 3 or 4?
3 if you want a couple.
Yeah, if you want the couple, you have to get a third.
So there's 3 servos in there. And then you got to buy the remote for it, in which you need the stick remote for it, which is better.
Channel.
Yeah, channel at least minimum. So it gets well over $1,000 for that truck.
Yeah, but is that US dollars or?
Yeah, US dollars.
Yeah, US.
Oh.
And then if you want the trailer with it, that's another $550.
Nah, I just picked one up for $250 today.
Flatbed's like $250, and then you
just get RC Trail Crafts to build one for you.
Yeah.
Lights are like $50.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, but you go with the hydraulic legs that come down and everything.
And then you just have the truck. You don't even have a trailer. If you want to have a trailer that has the cab on top of it, that's another $1,000 easy.
Yeah, it's big. They're expensive for.
No, it's not that much.
They're like
$1,000.
Oh, for the big trailers with that's all closed up there.
Yeah, those are like 500.
That's US, not Canadian. Canadian is 1,000. See, I count in Canadian meat. Sorry.
So the actual trailer without everything, all the conversions for the truck is actually more expensive than the freaking truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
But I didn't get that trailer. I just ordered my trailer today.
What kind of trailer did you order?
I just got the flatbed.
Yep.
Because I want to be able to haul stuff on it.
All right.
Cool. There's John sipping on his coffee.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if I can get $1,000 of enjoyment out of a truck trailer thing.
Well, I'm not buying
I know
all the
everybody does it
electronic
differently,
stuff at this point.
Well, you're going to need a flatbed trailer, but you're going to need to extend the sides of it. So that's going to be really cool when you go racing with it and you have your monster truck on that trailer. That's going to be cool.
Rolling on that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, why does he need to extend the sides? There you go. Oh, anything else that he has.
Hey, John.
So what sort of video are you going to do, Tony, when you finally build all this thing, mate?
I don't know. I was thinking about doing some live competitions with some people, like live YouTube, but more driving skills type, not loading wars or anything like that, but more in, doing it live and back up through basically what Tank just did the other day. I was laughing when I saw it because I've been talking to Axiomatic about it, about doing some live type things where we set up courses that were matched, and then one at a time over live do a little competition, have somebody on there narrating and all that, seeing what the comments are, and basically failing in front of the camera. I think is what it's going to turn into. A lot of backing up and parking and timed things. Kind of like a crawler thing, but
you got to have the truck.
Yeah.
So
it's a $1,000 entry fee.
Yeah.
Yeah. More
risk.
Well, it's an exclusive club.
I guess so.
a two-man club, it sounds like.
Does that come? What does it come with for bearings, Tony? Does it have the plastic bushing still?
Brass
ones, but I did all fast eddy bearings again. It was like $30 for the kit. Another upgrade.
Hagen's a man for knowledge, mate. Gotta hand it to you, Hagen. You know everything, mate.
I don't mind the brass ones too much. The plastic ones they shouldn't be plastic ones.
Yeah.
Team Vega says he spent over $650 to upgrade his brushed rustler to brushless. So that went up quick.
We're gonna be able to, John. We're gonna be able to hook up a trailer to our Kong heads.
Yeah. Were you allowed to enter with our Kong heads? Did you buy one, Steve?
Oh, it's on the like I said, the beginning of the month on the 3rd.
I didn't know you would make your choice yet of the 3. I didn't know which one you were going with.
I didn't, but I'm just saying the Kong heads they look like the semi. You know, they got
Yeah.
at least the look to it, kind of.
I'll put on 6 small tires,
Right.
and see what it looks like.
I got some nice
UDR tires would work.
I got some nice aerial shot with my drone with John when he was backing up or trying to backward challenge with his X-Max. So that was
I need to download that.
So was that you there, John? I was wondering who the voice was. I thought it was you.
That was John with me.
It was me.
But Tank, so it seemed like you used mostly his footage. I didn't see much from your camera that you had strapped to the bottom of your controller.
A couple of shots in there, but yeah, you didn't use too many from your action cam.
No, I only used one from the GoPro. I used one, and the one that was on my son, which is the one I used for the dash cam. That I'm going to do another one this week or next week.
Yeah.
How was it trying to use that?
Yeah, but I don't watch your videos, Tank, so don't worry about it.
You don't watch the videos?
Did you tell them what happened already, Terry?
No, what happened?
That we had the meeting.
The X-Max would be too big to get in there because you can't hit the cones, right?
Oh, it was big. You'll see on the aerial shot how tight it was actually for him.
It was hard. It was hard.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to get those challenges edited up. So tomorrow is going to be my Wraith first run. I just finished editing that one, and then next I got to work on the slalom stuff, or else I'm going to be. It's going to be like a day before end of the month before I get them up. So
yeah.
I usually try and like to get my videos up in the order that I shoot them, so I've had the jumps and stuff ahead, or else I'm just not going to get that slalom done.
So that Wraith, the wheels on that Wraith, they have a pin in them, or they have a hex?
They have a pin. It's the wheel is driven off the pin.
Can't you snap a 12mm hex on it? Because that's what I did on the Bandit. They have pins in the front. And I just snapped the 12mm on it, and then now I can run 12mm wheels on it.
Yeah. I mean, I expect that I should be able to do that. I haven't tried, but I guess the point of me saying it kind of sucks is because those 2.2 tires, I wanted to be able to use them on other stuff and their pin drive.
Right.
What's that?
It must be new that they're pin drive because I have a Wraith and it's not. They must be with that model.
Oh, yeah. I thought they all were.
Okay.
Where's the book here? I can pop it off. I was thinking it was somewhere else. Yeah, let me see here.
All right, guys, I'm going to shoot off. I'll see you all later. Huh? Thanks for having me on.
All right, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, we Tank and I had to meet up twice on the weekend because the first time we did that little slalom challenge, we got my footage, and then I recorded the footage for Tank using his phone, which I wasn't familiar with. And then I get a text like an hour later when we're both at home of, here's all the videos you shot for me, and they're all pictures. So I only took pictures.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have a video of myself with the phone pointing down and saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. So then I pause it and I give it to him. And I tell him, hit the red button to continue, and then you can pause it or whatever. He goes, oh, yeah, no problem. And then he goes, okay, let's go. And then he hits the stop button.
I'm Nick Cruiser. I'm RC Tech.
Yeah.
Sounds like sabotage to me.
Yeah, it is.
Samsung.
So,
I don't own any Samsung things. That was a Samsung app. Anyway, yeah, it's just pin drive. It's a pin. So you could probably pop a hex on pretty easily. Here, I got one conveniently close here. But yeah, there's nothing that even stops the pin from falling out. Like you take your wheel off and the pin is just sitting there. It looks like it's a fairly long pin though, so this probably won't fit. That's just a Traxxas Stampede hex. Well, maybe you'd have to cut it out. Like you'd have to modify, because the pin's really long, so you have to modify your hex a bit or find a hex that's big enough. But yeah, what bummed me out is I wanted to use these really nice beadlock 2.2 tires on my other RCs, but they're pin drive.
Well, That's a bummer.
I wish you didn't live so far away. I got the Hex, the 2.2 B-Lock Hexes from the Axial that Axial sent me. So I got 2 sets of all 4 B-Locks, and they're from like the Yeti or something like that. They're 2.
Speaking of the Yeti, did I miss the conversation about the Yeti Can-Am?
Yeah, we started off the night with that conversation.
I figured you would. So I saw the video pop up, and that's like, man, I bet Nate's going to talk about this week. I'm like, wait a second, what day is today? And then I realized you guys were on.
Yeah, I did post a video on my the Tank RC Facebook page. I did post that one.
Did Hemi-Storm leak that out early? Because
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Whoops.
So this is my my
Wraith,
and the wheels are the original wheels that came with this Wraith. So there's barely any upgrades on here, except for the links.
They're definitely Hex.
Yeah, they're
Mine
Hex.
came with Hex on my Wraith.
Oh.
But it had a Tamiya plug on it and an old Castle A2 or whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder why I got it. Well, I shouldn't say it's a downgrade, but are your original Wraith wheels Hex beadlocks?
Nope.
No. So these are beadlocks. I should be able to open them up and just reuse these tires on another rim, which is, I guess, is another idea. That's something I could look into.
Should be easy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, even my Hex that I have on here, they even have the set screw on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yours is upgraded.
I don't know. I bought this Wraith for $250, and that's the way I got it.
I guess that's how it is stock then. I wonder why they would change that. It seems so weird. Why would you ever not want a Hex?
Save money.
I guess.
Huh.
Well, they did knock the price down, and that's why I think they are able to save money. So cut corners and
yeah, it does have a couple of cheaper components. Like even though it's got beadlock wheels, there's no chrome on them. There's no metal on that truck at all, besides the screws. But anyway, I think it's really not a great value, but a lot of these big brand RCs are not. But it's fun. I had fun with it. I think I'll continue to have fun with it, throwing different size tires on and doing weird stuff with it.
Massive aftermarket parts.
Yeah.
And even the Bomber had a slower motor than the Wrath.
Yeah, I was surprised. So one of my friends was at the auto show in Toronto, and they do Big Boys does a pop-up hobby shop at these big events, and they had a Bomber there, and he was looking at it. He was like, oh, I don't know if I want that. He liked the look of it, but yeah, it's got a slow motor in it, 35-turn motor.
That's a cheap fix, though.
True.
It was a brush motor, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are they putting in that little Can-Am mini Yeti thing?
it's a 380 motor.
Okay. But they don't tell you turns or anything?
Yeah, they did show it on there. Hold on, I can check.
It looked like a fun little video.
Motor. It's a Dynamite Taser 380 motor, 37T motor.
37. Okay.
What's in the barrage?
I'm not sure.
Do we know?
That's not the same motor that's in those.
The Barrage is
8s, are they?
Barrage is 380, even though I think it's smaller, but they say it's a 380.
Yeah, it is a 380, but how many turns is it?
Oh shit, I'd have to look.
That's got that pinkish looking motor, right?
No.
Chewing through stickers tonight.
Second sticker bomb.
Making a little sticker bomb.
Little tiny sticker bomb.
Baby bomb.
Yeah, I saw you unpack that. You unpacked it, and you're getting ready to do a special video, or what?
No, but
Oh,
He's
he's running out of battery or something.
I only have one of these. It's the new spin.
His internet hiccuping. Got to go reset the router.
Which is much more scale than the Hot Wheels one was. But I didn't want to go and sticker it until I knew I could get another one. And whatever. I said, screw it. I'm just going to do it. This thing's going to be tearing up my desk for so long because I won't get my
Tony, you're breaking up.
Yeah, your video is pausing. I'm pulling up the specs right now for the garage to see what's in it.
So the new Can-Am thing, is it literally just the new body on the on something they had released years ago?
You know, it's kind of funny. Extreme Scale Performance a couple years ago did one of those things like Tank did and took a Yeti Junior and took one of those new Bright side by side and put it on top of it. And now I don't know if he's sponsored by Axial anymore. I don't believe he is, but maybe they stole his idea and made it.
That's not what yours is underneath, is it, Tank? Yours is something else, right?
No, mine is something else. It's a 4x4 with independent suspension all the way around.
Yeah, that's more scale than that's what bugs me about the Yeti XL thing being a side by side is none of them have solid rear axles like that.
True. But I wonder if that Can-Am Maverick does.
No, it doesn't. They're independent.
They're all 4 independent? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it's a 1/18 scale, to me, it's not useful because if I put it beside my 1/10 truck and want to play with it as side by side, it doesn't match. The scale doesn't match.
Is it 18?
Or if I want to pull it behind on a trailer, it doesn't match.
So I was surprised that they called it 18th because I don't. Maybe it's smaller. I've never seen a Yeti, or what is it? Yeti Junior in person, so I don't know how big they are. But
it's 11-inch long, so it's big enough. But
yeah, that seems like it would be 10th scale.
Oh, there's some 1/18th.
There's 2 Tonys on our screen down there.
The Yeti's 18 inches long.
Yeah, they are 2 Tonys.
Yeah, two Tonys in the chat.
Oh, weird.
You'd think with having 2 channels like that, he could keep up with the videos. There you go.
Oh, the live one just got out. I don't want to kick him out because if I kick him out, he won't be able to come back in. That's strange.
He's probably dealing with technical difficulties.
Yeah. Wish they still made the Yeti kit. Yeah, they discontinued it. It was during the bankruptcy and all that. So there's a lot of models that they might come back, and they're not sure yet. But we'll see what's going to happen.
The Wraith wheel-to-wheel is 19 inches long.
19? Okay.
Hello, Krista.
Well, the body's shorter than the tire. The tires stick out past it.
So when you're looking at this, it's a nice little buggy. But yeah, the one with the fixed axle at the rear, it kind of makes it odd.
It looks to me like it would traction roll like crazy because it has such the body seems kind of high and it's got the fixed rear axle.
Well, if you look at the video is pretty good. I posted it on my Facebook page, but you can go there and watch it. I'm not going to show it because it's just going to look like crap. But I don't know. I like the scale of the one I made instead of this one.
Yeah, I think yours even looks nicer too. I don't like the color scheme they got going on there.
Is that an EC3 plug on it?
Yeah.
Believe it does.
That's new.
I think I saw that. Yeah. It does have an EC3 plug.
Well, it's being sold through Horizon now. That's probably why.
Yeah, it's Horizon.
Yep. You get a charger with it. Ooh. USB.
Is that a wireless USB charger?
Batteries or chargers generally, right?
Cool. Just for some people that are wondering, let me show you real quick. I got this buggy off a friend a while ago, and this is a new bright body. Let me present to everybody. So it doesn't go away, because some people might not know of this. But what I did is I actually took some styrene and actually plugged this so I don't see through it, and I will do it for the back soon. So the back and the front, so it looks a heck of a lot more scale. I got lights in here now. I can actually put the same figure I have in my truck. I can actually put him in here and put a seatbelt on him. And I found some bigger tires. It had smaller tires, but I did find some a little bit bigger. And this is a fun little truck. And it does go reverse now, John. I don't know what was going on the other day when it didn't want to go reverse. I got here and I plugged it in and I said, okay, why doesn't this thing go reverse?
Yeah.
Plug it in, boom, it goes reverse. I go, you. So my son was using it and he was going to do the backward challenge with it.
Yeah.
But it didn't want to go reverse. So I guess it did not want to do the backward challenge. So, and I even got a small little trailer with it when I got it off this guy. So this is the trailer that goes with it, and the trailer actually tilts up. So it's very simple trailer to do. It's got so when you put the trailer down, it actually just goes up. And how this is built is just like this. So it's pretty easy, pretty simple to do a trailer like that. So if you guys want to build a trailer, take a piece of plywood, put an arm like that, and you have a tilting trailer that you can hook up on your trucks.
Hey, John, are you stealing electronics?
I was looking at if I want to do that tonight, but looks like I should unsolder some stuff first because it's all hardwired in. I couldn't remember. It's all hardwired in, so I can't. This thing's kind of hard to work on anyway. And yeah, I want to get the ESC out, but all the wiring goes through the belt. So it's got the double-decker carbon chassis. I don't know, it's kind of an on-roady style layout. But
what chassis is that?
This is a Schumacher Cat K1 Aero.
Okay, the Schumacher, okay.
And you were going to put those in one of your Tamiyas, right? The electronics?
Oh yeah, I'm going to pull the electronic speed control out, and I'm going to put it in my the TA07 Tamiya because I need to program it for Blinky stock because it's on the ROAR approved list for that big national race. I cannot run the electronics I have in it at that race. So just the ESC. I got to put this ESC in. Hopefully I can find my programming card and figure out how to turn it to Blinky, and I should be okay.
What does Blinky mean?
No timing.
No timing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no advanced timing. Just whatever is set on the motor, that's what it is. And even at this big race, you have to check your motors. So I'm going to have to unsolder and hand them my motor, and they take it apart and make sure that it's got the rotor and stator in it and stuff that it says it's supposed to have. Like they take it very seriously.
Wow.
That kind of freaks me out a bit. Like I'm going to spend all this money to go to this 4-day event, and like if some little thing isn't right or whatever, or like my motor doesn't get teched, like I don't know, that would suck. You get because of a technical problem.
Hey, we have RC
people there to sell you things that are legal, though.
Yeah, we have RC Voodoo in the chat, and also Crystal Justice is there.
Guys,
RC Basher Boy in the chat with us up here.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
What's up, Basher Boy?
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, that car looks familiar.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
Which one?
Beer has returned home.
No,
No,
that's his twin brother.
Oh,
no. You got the. This is the veteran, actually.
Am I going to have to take my Exoterra out and put it for people to actually see and see what a real car looks like?
What a real buggy should look like? No,
Yeah.
I mean
What a real
the one that
buggy-
you're looking at my screen. That's what a real buggy should look like, actually.
Those are only two-wheel drive, man.
See, there's one right here too. There's this.
See, there you go. See, 2 versus 1. We win.
Oh, my buddy in Orleans, he's got like, he must have at least 8 or 10 of them in his basement. And some of them are like boosted to the gills, like with all aluminum. Some of them are stock. Some of them, like, he's got parts galore. And
Which one? The Exoterra or the Fear?
the Exoterra.
Oh, yeah, man. Those are hard to find.
Yeah, they are hard to find.
Yeah, and
I
so
got
do
mine.
these.
Oh, yeah? I
Yeah.
got mine from Chris from GCM Racing, and he told me last time I saw him, he goes, if ever you sell that thing, let me know first because I'm going to buy it back from you. So
Wow.
are these all Viteras?
Yes, it's the Vatera Uno, the one to your left, came out first, and then the Glamisphere came out next. These
How
platforms
long
came
ago
out
was
like
it?
around what's that?
Yeah. Go ahead. You were about to answer my question.
These vehicles, they came out like around 2011, 2012. The Glamis Uno was first, and then like 2013, that's when the Fear, the red buggy, came out. So it's practically the same platform. The advantage of the Uno is that the chassis is almost all aluminum, and the Vatera, it's mostly plastic. So it's like performance versus looks, I guess. So, but overall, by the end of the day, they're the same thing.
But Viterra right now, they don't have any kind of off-road buggy in their fleet, do they?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Twin Hammers that they still have. I think it's blue or something like that. But that's it. I mean, I guess
I think
Vatera really
scale truck and on-road cars now.
Yeah, and see, the thing with Vatera is that I guess they really went under because I guess Traxxas, when they sued them, I guess they really got hurt. And to be honest, I mean, Vatera was a new company when these vehicles came out. So, and to be honest, the things that Vatera was doing, I think Lossi just took over, in my opinion. Because if you really look at it, the Lossi Tenacity DB, the Desert Buggy, they made it exactly as the Glamisphere, but this time they used the 10 chassis, and they just used the colors of the Glamisphere. And then same thing with the that Vatera Kalahari, the one I was showcasing one of my latest videos that I did. Back then, the first Vatera 114 skill, what is it? The car inspired car was the Vatera Kalahari. Then it was discontinued, and then it just became a Lossi platform. So, yeah,
it's another Horizon Hobby thing again.
So yeah, and then since Horizon Hobby is the main head, I mean, I guess like let's just move this chassis over here to Lossi. Lossi's more, it's more successful or whatever. But Vatera, they're just sticking with on roads and pretty looking vehicles. But I really wish I can see these, I guess, re-released again. But
those are just two-wheel drive, right?
Yes, that's correct.
It's a tough market.
Yeah.
Well, I love them. I mean, and personally, if you look at my entire collection, it's mostly two-wheel drive that you see. I really enjoy two-wheel drive vehicles. I know they're harder to drive, but I guess I got the hang of it.
I wouldn't say harder. the 4x4 is more of a, I call it a point and shoot, is because you point your front wheels where you want to go and then you just go. It's a different style of driving, and yes, the two-wheel drive buggy are awesome. They're fun. I have a couple of them, and I have a racing one also from Team Associated, and they're very fun. I completely agree with you. They're a different style of driving.
Correct.
I wouldn't say harder. Once you know how to drive a two-wheel drive, it's not that hard. It's just
it isn't
a different style.
So, like for example, if you put me next to your Exoterra, I mean, I'm not gonna say that maybe you will beat me, maybe I would beat you. I mean, who knows? It just depends on the guy.
No, there's no racing. A guy that can race two-wheel drive well is a really good driver, and it'll show in all the rest of the classes he drives in. And a lot of people never learn to drive a two-wheel drive, so when they start racing, it's all about throttle control on a two-wheel drive.
Correct.
Yeah.
So obviously, like off the line, I mean, I'm not gonna punch this thing. Probably I'm just gonna give it 40%, 50% throttle, and once I see that it's going on a straight line, boom, off to the races. I mean, if we're going on a straight line, of course, right? I mean, if we're gonna take, turns and all like that, well, yeah, it's a bit more difficult, but it all depends how you throw the vehicle, onto a turn. But if you learn how to swing on it, if you know how to catch that drift and keep it straight.
You learn to jump more level too, because you can't really save it when it's up in the air.
and that's another thing. Four-wheel drive, you can let go of the throttle or give more throttle to keep it level, keep it where you want it. But two-wheel drive, hey, once you're up there, you're up there, and hope it lands.
When I started driving racing about 4 or 5 years ago, I was racing at the local club, and that's what everybody was telling me. Learn how to drive your two-wheel drive buggy. That's the best to learn, and then you'll be able to drive a 4x4 better. So I bought myself a two-wheel drive buggy, and I said, what the heck? I'll enter my 4x4 slash in there just for the fun of it. But that's the worst mistake I could do, because I'm racing the first race with a two-wheel drive, and then I go back to a 4x4, and then I go back to a two-wheel drive. So I'm driving the two different class as a beginner, and I'm getting screwed up because throttle is not the same. So I wasn't doing too good.
There's a racetrack I race at that when we do, they only do 10 scale there, and they only run short course trucks and stadium trucks. So when I race there, I drive two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. But I started on two-wheel drive first. That's why I did learn the differences.
Cool.
But it is a tough change.
Thanks for dropping in, Earl. Earl has to go finish dinner.
What track was that you were racing at, Tank?
Pardon me?
What track was that you were racing at?
High voltage in Hawkesbury.
Oh.
They're still there?
No, you missed a good time. Well, he split up with his wife, so they had to sell the house, so he closed the track down.
Oh man!
But it was a good track. It was a good guy, and they had a good setup. Everybody loved going there. So,
if I may say, that my Votera Glamisphere is on tour right now. It's at Steve D's house, well, garage, should say. But I really want to reintroduce my Glamisphere lineup. Because apparently I have 3, but they go by the name of the one that you see there. That's the Veteran. That's the first Glamisphere ever that I ever got. And then the one that I have in storage is the Basher. And then the one that Steve-O has is the Animal. So, and I want to, do a video of just, presenting all 3. And I will say, the characteristics of each one, I mean, they're so simple to know which one's which. So, for example, the one that Steve-O has, right off the bat, you can see that the wheels on there, they're black.
There's no flag. Where's my flags?
Yeah, no, I wanted to send the flags there, Steve-O, but they're on the pain on the butt, man. To put them on there.
It's probably better off that you left the flags off.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, I don't know if even Axiomatic is here or not, but Axiomatic didn't put them on there properly because I sent them the wrong hardware. Totally, I sent them the wrong hardware. So if you see them, they're all dangling, they're all over the place. So he just put them on there and he said, you know what, the heck with it. But I mean, I did find out that, yeah, he just put them on there. But yeah, if you leave them just on there, yeah, they will fly off. But technically, there is a screw there that holds them down. So
can you show us that silver one so we can get a better look at it? That's one with the metal body on it, right?
Yeah, the Uno. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal body. That's cool.
Yeah. Look.
I was just looking. They had the Glamisphere on eBay right now.
See the metal body?
$250.
Yeah, it's like a two-truss system. It's a well-made truck because it's two parallel trusses, and then everything is sandwiched in between. It's kind of cool the way it's made.
It's cool looking. It's a real thin chassis too.
Yeah. And it's the same performance as the Fear, but this is just, you know, this is the more bashable, I guess I should say, you know, the more durable of the bunch. I mean, and here's the thing, a friend of mine, and yeah, he doesn't have a channel or anything like that, but he was the one that inspired me to buy the Fear because he bought the Glamis Uno first. And we were jumping this left and right, and we were bashing it, and, you know, we were having so much fun with it that I said, you know what, well, I'm not going to get the same one as you. I'm going to get the Fear. And apparently the Fear kept on breaking more than this one.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, the Fear it's a little bit more maintenance, but this one, yeah, it can take a beating.
Is that gray and silver or gray and white?
Which one?
It looks good.
The wheels?
No, the body.
The body's gray.
Oh, yeah, it's gray and silver. That's correct.
Man, that looks sharp.
Now,
and what's that?
The main difference between the two also is that the cockpit is for one driver, and the red one is actually a four-person cockpit.
Yeah, for a four-seater, that's correct. And the chassis is plastic. And this one is it's more metal and a little bit of plastic. So, and then if you see, Steve has the black wheels on the Fear for this one, and now I have the chrome wheels on this one because, well, it doesn't have pedals. And the pedals, everything, it's over there at Steve's garage. So,
was that what you were running in the snow, Steve? Was the paddle tires?
No. I didn't.
Okay. I didn't think so.
There was too much concrete. If I would have went out in the field, yeah, paddles for sure. But I didn't have nobody to film it for me. If I would have got stuck in the field, then the chair probably would have got stuck out there.
Yeah, but be careful when you ask somebody to film for you. Make sure they know how to use a camera first. Even if they have a YouTube channel, doesn't mean they know how to use a camera.
Even if they have the name Tech in their channel name.
Yeah, really. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have told that story.
Well, I'm going to make a funny, and I hope John doesn't get mad on it, but I'm going to make a funny video with the footage I have, which is me saying we're going to do this, and I actually have a video of me filming John saying my cameraman is John from Net Cruiser RC, and then I'm going to show the footage he's got, which is just 5 pictures. That's it.
I do that all the time at the racetrack because I got the phone on a pole, and they're getting ready to come around. So I'll push what I think is record, and I'll put it down on the track, and I go back and check my footage. I got all these snapshots.
Ah, shoot.
The 5 photos tell us a story at least.
Not really, because it's not really like when I'm saying like, okay, you're going to start this, or it was just as he was starting to do something. So it's like a fake shot or like a random end shot.
Yeah,
because I just got the start and the end of every clip I was planning to record.
And then I always do the thing with the GoPro or the voice, and it's always opposite of what I think it is. I think I'm telling it to start and it's stopping, you know? I'm filming me walking around.
I always have to ask somebody, hey, is this recording? Look at my hat. Is this recording?
on all the video apps that I use, there's like a video mode, and then no matter what button you press, it records video. So I thought we were in a video mode because on my LG phone, it's a very similar interface, and if you press the big button, it starts your video, and the bottom one is to pause it. But then if you hit the middle one, it's just like a start and stop, like start your next clip. So yeah, that's my excuse.
So Axiomatic pointed out that I had my axle on here wrong yesterday, and so I was fixing that, and I shouldn't have been because I was extremely sick and still have a cold, and I knocked over my Tamiya cement.
Oh no!
And so it used to look like this, but gray and green. And it totally just ate it all away, the thin cement.
Wow.
At least it wasn't your cow RC mat.
What?
At least it wasn't your cow RC mat.
I know, right? That was underneath it. So I was quickly like trying to pick this up and keep it from getting on the tires and all that.
Yeah.
But
so
I took it outside for a little while, and I think it's all right now. It got rained on too, so that helped get rid of some of the extra scent.
So that cement stuff, it's different from CA?
Yeah. This is used with
well, CA is liquid if I'm not mistaken, right?
This is very liquid. I mean, this is super thin. You put it on and then it's like it disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah. It basically like opens up the pores in the plastics and does like a bonding between them. So if you're using what's the stuff that Tank works with a lot?
Styrene.
And then he's showing the Tamiya cement.
I'm showing the bottle right now.
So it's really good for bonding the styrene.
Okay.
But it's also what they show in the directions here.
So CA glue. I guess there's all kinds of different CA glues because even with tires, you have thin and medium and all that, but there's still different glues for like the styrene and all that as well.
Well, yeah, CA doesn't work too good with styrene. Doesn't play well.
So the CA is just for everything else.
Yeah.
But it's basically just super glue, isn't it?
Yes. CA is cyanoacrylate, and it tends to eat foam. Like the only way you can really use CA with foam is if you buy specifically a CA safe foam.
I buy the foam safe. I use that for my tires though too. I use it for everything.
Foam safe CA, not CA safe foam.
But see, before I used to have that one from Tamiya, but I'm kind of not running out, but I'm low. But I'm trying to find this one again at the hobby store, but they don't have this one. They only have the one that Tony bought, which have a different color cap. And it's actually thinner. And I don't like that one.
Oh,
the one that Tony has, it's written Tamiya cement also. But this one is a little bit different. It's a different product number. So since it didn't have any more of these, I bought the one that's actually from the company that makes styrene.
Yep.
And this is the plastic weld, you call it.
Yeah.
So this one is nice, but what I don't like about this one is it friggin' stinks. It's very strong.
So it's just thin cement. Especially when you knock the whole bottle over. Man, I think I was high for like an hour. Just trying to clean it up.
And then you went and primered your kitchen and got all those fumes.
Yeah. Okay, so that would have been 2 nights ago that I knocked this over because last night was the priming. Yeah. But basically, I was using super glue because when I was fixing what he told me to fix down here, I had the axle backwards. I broke the one of these wheel wells. Ah, shoot! Now I just broke one of these
tanks.
I don't know. Somebody was saying something about the
Axiomatic broke his tank
Loctite.
He put Loctite on the tank.
Yeah, exactly.
And all these are Loctite because they're going into metal, and so right where that is, I wonder if it's weakening the plastic.
Don't put Loctite on plastic.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's Loctite
doesn't go on plastic.
Well, it just hits it on the way through. We're going
plastic chrome. It's the chrome reacts with it. He said it exploded all over his bench.
Oh,
Oh wow! So you're living his dream, his
Mine didn't
nightmare.
explode all over my bench, but what I mean, you still got to go through this into this metal in order. So you're still putting metal to metal.
Yeah, but when you're threading in there, the screw does catch the
Yeah.
Loctite.
Your screw is going to end up in the plastic.
Mm-hmm. If it would have been plastic metal, then yes, you're doing it correctly. But you're going metal plastic with Loctite. Yeah, you're eating
Well, all this
plastic.
stuff is probably screwed.
That blue bracket that's going around that chrome piece, the blue bracket, is that metal or plastic?
No, it's just a sticker.
Oh, it's a sticker.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Yeah, it's just a plastic clips.
Okay.
But it shows to put Loctite on these screws and then put this on.
And Axiomatic fell for the same thing.
I wonder if you're supposed to put the screws through the gas tank and then apply a little bit of Loctite and then screw them in.
You can't because they slide over, so you'd have to put your Loctite direct in the hole.
That's
but even that can bleed.
Right in the hole.
Even that can bleed, though, and touch all that plastic.
Maybe you're supposed to put the Loctite on the screw, like when you buy a Traxxas screw,
and let it
dry first. They got that little blue thing on there.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea, yeah.
Well,
take all your screws and Loctite them. That need to be Loctited anyway.
I don't know what Axiomatic did, but I think he replaced them or he fixed them. I don't remember.
Well, they make them out of metal. I mean, I could do that. But I mean, all this stuff went through like that. So all these plastic pieces, the transmission mounts, these mounts, all of it did the same thing. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
You're going to turn the shaker unit on and everything's going to crawl.
Everything's going to rattle to the ground.
Hey, don't put the big weight in it. Use a small weight.
It sucks. It will.
I
Looks
was
like I'll be
thinking a
getting
little
those
bit of
fenders
Loctite
like
to do
he
that
has,
much
little mud flaps. Mud flaps, and I'll be getting metal cans.
Nice.
That's glued back.
JP Slayer is saying that Green Frog is looking 20 years younger.
Today. Yeah, man, I was thinking the same thing.
Took a little haircut.
That haircut, huh?
Just I shaved my goatee off as my beard.
And you did not get a haircut, just your goatee and your beard?
A while ago, yeah.
Okay.
I'm afraid to shave my beard off now.
But wait for warmer weather, because I did that once. I let it grow, and then I shaved it during the winter, and man, my face was cold after. It was crazy.
Really? I don't want warmer weather because then I'll have like a tan line. White patch across my jaw.
Next time you go to another warm country, shave it then. And then you'll be able to tan, and then when you come back, you'll be normal.
Yeah, I'll probably sunburn my face then. I can't win. I did try to clean it up when I took a picture. I was in this press van, and we were just jam-packed in there like sardines. And I took a picture of how cramped we were, and I saw how big my beard was. So I went back and tried to clean it up that night, and I didn't have the right attachments, and I just destroyed it. But it grew back pretty fast. I kind of want to see how far it can go.
You need to get that beard salve or whatever, the oil you put in your beard. It helps it grow and come more.
Yeah, I have some from Detroit. There's a beard company there.
Nice.
My brother-in-law got me. He's a hipster. He got me a cool beard oil and wash set.
I thought it kind of looked like Soul Glow or something for your beard.
Yeah.
Pro Glow.
Cool.
Hey, gentlemen. So, look, speaking of Vatera, like I said previously.
Vatera.
Well, I was.
Go ahead, man.
And so, look, this is the vehicle that I was telling you about. So, Vatera came out with the Vatera Kalahari, and you can Google this. I mean, Google Vatera Kalahari, and it's the same thing as the that orange with what is it with gray, and it's the same vehicle. So Vatera came out with this platform first, and then it was discontinued in quotations. And Losi just went over and just got the chassis, and they just, rebranded the thing and, put their own body on there. But yeah, it's ugly. So I went ahead and I picked the Vatera body, and, to me, it looks a little bit better. Some people hate it, some people love it. But hey, man, I took what's best, from my knowledge, for, my personal liking, and there it is. That's as pretty as it can get. So.
Definitely better than what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. And and some people say that it still looks ugly. Like, oh wow, well, I guess.
I have something.
Your face?
I have
in the comments if you check out my video, there's some guys saying, hey, it's not for me, it's ugly. I'm like, oh well. I'm not gonna go there and argue and be like, well, it's not for everybody.
That comes out today, Tank. I posted that on Facebook.
Yeah, here's Tony's next monster truck.
I've been stalking that thing.
80 pounds.
Yeah.
Devo, you see that comment from Michelander RC Tech?
No.
He said he was watching a Steve O.D. video where his RC almost got ran over by his neighbor.
Oh, yeah, I just posted that up tonight. That's what it took me a couple minutes to get in here tonight because it was uploading.
Nice.
Was it the Vatera?
No. It was the cheap Red Cat I was testing out.
Oh, I did see that Red Cat video pop live.
Hey, this thing is 39 inches long and 32 inches wide.
Holy crap.
And 25 inches tall.
The beast.
I just, I'm totally down with buying it. I just don't think I can pay for the person to come along with me to put it in and out of the car.
My little tape measure only goes to 38 inches. It's longer than this. It's as almost as big as my whole table, and it is as big as a dining room table. And it's wow, that's crazy.
Did you see the picture I posted on Facebook where it's next to the X-Max?
Yeah.
The thing is humongous.
Hey, what do you guys think? How's this looking? Packaged and all.
Wow.
Ready to go.
We're gonna be able to buy those on your online store.
I might do a giveaway. It could be a trophy for the awards thing.
I've been wanting to get that Bigfoot, the #1 one from Hot Wheels, but I just can't find it anywhere.
Okay, how do you enter the giveaway? How do you enter the giveaway?
Oh, I'm joking. I don't do giveaways.
Oh, man.
Bummer.
It'll have to be some kind of competition.
All right.
But no.
Here's the guy's hand beside the tire of that big truck.
That's crazy. So is this thing electric?
No, gas.
Gas.
You can see the sprocket here. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Boda-Gel's good. I think Boda-Gel's got one ordered.
You can buy yourself a 4-wheeler for that amount of money.
Yeah.
How much is it?
$2,900 plus $100 shipping, so $3,000.
$3,000.
$3,000?
Like $5,000.
So it's still cheaper than the Tamiya Grand Hauler.
Yeah, it's cheaper than Axiomatic's Grand Hauler, that's for sure. Hey, somebody was saying about the Bigfoot 1. Have you seen the the Greenlight series has some of those toys? The Bigfoots in that?
Yeah, I do have the small. I have the small Bigfoot, but I wanted because Hot Wheels came out with
this size
with the one you have. Yeah, and actually it has the wide wheels, and I have a Traxxas Bigfoot, and I put the Tamiya Cloudbuster tires on there.
Nice.
So I was like, oh man, I wish I had the the Hot Wheels one, and I've been looking for one, but no, man. I mean, if you go on eBay and I'd just rather go to Walmart and look for it there.
Yeah. All the people our age buy them and put them on eBay.
Yeah. So that's the bummer thing of that.
Yeah. Just realize, like somebody just put, it looks like a 50cc four-wheeler. Or I remember when I was a kid, I used to have a 50cc motorcycle, or just like Tony has for his kids. Those are 50cc's. And that's what's in this monster truck.
Those are actually 80cc on that one. The boys.
Okay. On your boys, they're 80, okay.
But those are just Briggs and Strattons, aren't they? On the bikes.
They're knockoff something.
Oh, okay.
Probably China Honda clones. But they're pretty reliable, actually.
They're really reliable. The ones they sell at Tractor Freight. I can't think of the name of it.
Okay.
Harbor Freight.
King Motors. I don't know. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
That's still a big motor for an RC.
It's a huge motor for an RC car.
Yeah.
Right. Fit a kid in that thing.
I know. I just put handlebars on it, and
well, your 5T is a what? A 30 cc?
29.
29.
No, 32.
Okay.
Yep. But it doesn't weigh 80 pounds.
No, not even close. Does it weigh 20?
Yes.
Okay.
It weighs more than X-Max, and then X-Max is 19.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a beast to carry around even the 5T. That's why I was thinking about that. I was carrying in all the cabinets now for the kitchen. I was thinking, man, this thing's like 60, 70 pounds. And I'm like, dude, that'd be like hauling that RC around. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Don't people put like leashes on those things to drag them around though instead of carrying them?
I'd put a ramp to put it in my car and try not to run out of gas.
Just wrap it on your car.
Those tanks like RC Sparks has that used a wheelchair ramp to get into their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely have to have a leash with that one.
Oh yeah, to pull it around, yeah.
Hatchback. The thing's 32 inches wide.
Yeah.
Can't even like fit it in through a normal door.
Right, back door.
Drive shafts are going to be so big.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to put in your VW.
Probably like a 5-gallon tank on it, gas tank.
Huh.
You need a trailer.
Hatchback.
You could just assemble it and put it in the car.
I wonder what the spare parts will be like. What's the drive shaft? It's got to be like something they got from something else.
We'll know tomorrow. Sure, they're going to have lots of pictures tomorrow.
I know. They also announced a new Monster Jam game tomorrow. I'm excited about that. New video game.
So there's a comment. There's a comment in chat that says, well, BSRC says 80 pounds at 50 miles an hour. What could go wrong? If we can analyze this, okay. So obviously the heavier, the more power you need. So putting it next to a low C5T onto this, I mean, clearly you're still getting the same performance because for one of them is heavier than the other. And the other one has more power, but the other one has less power, but it's lighter. So this could be a good race if you ask me. Or if anybody can
power to weight, yeah, should be. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weight versus lightness. Really, I mean, it's just a weight factor.
It's a fourth of the weight, but has almost half the power. So, yeah.
I would just want to see it crash into something at full speed and see what happens. Like build a cement wall and see if it can break it.
See what breaks first, huh?
The wall's gonna break.
Right, that's what I mean. I bet it would do some damage.
Structural damage to your house from my RC.
That's one of those speed tests where you like want to be inside of a tank when it's coming down the road at you.
Yeah.
Have to have liability insurance on it.
Yeah, but that is interesting. I didn't think of that.
I bet it's a beast. I can't wait to see it. Just watching their reactions as they're looking at it is amazing.
Right.
But by the end of the day, I mean, like for example, if you take out your Losi 5T and it's the same performance as that, I mean, you pay like $1,000 for that 5T, right? I mean,
15.
See what yeah, well, because I mean, it requires a tune and all that, and
well, I didn't do anything to mine. It's just 15 straight out of the box.
Oh wow! So I mean, you see the
but that one has a lot more components to it. It looks like. I mean, that thing's hot rodded. Those big wheels and yeah.
I don't know.
I bet those axles are just solid metal. You know.
Other RCs.
What'd you say, John?
Does that company have any other RCs that we could look at?
They do the dragsters.
Yeah, dragsters.
Yeah.
Big long dragsters with the gas.
Mm-hmm. When I went to their website today, that's all that you could look at was their different types of dragsters. They didn't show like monster trucks or anything like that.
Mm.
Hey, John, did you see Adam Drake's video today?
Who's?
Adam Drake.
I don't even know who that is, so no.
Oh, Adam Drake is the professional racer from Mugen or something like that. He's the guy that's like they call him the Godfather.
Oh.
He's like one of the oldest guys that races, and he's like the most helpful guy. Anyway, he put a video out where he was racing, which is not normal for him, a two-wheel drive, a 10 scale. I don't remember if it was two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. I think it was four-wheel drive buggy. But it was some brand I'd never heard of, like PR or RP or something like that.
PR. PR is a known brand. Yeah.
I went to the website and the cars looked.
He doesn't know who Adam Drake is, but he knows what PR is.
True. Yeah. It's sad. I don't know who hardly any of the top tier racers are. Like no clue. But I know the brands of the cars.
I thought you came up with racing a little more than that. I just assumed you did anyway.
And you know, speaking of brands, you know, recently I bought the Arma Notorious. I did my research, and apparently Arma, before Arma, this was Team Durango.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Durango was their racing division.
Yeah, and it just became Arma. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
so that's something I learned.
Team Durango and Arma were both running at the same time. And like there was a couple of top tier 8-scale buggies and stuff like the DEX8, and then that kind of the parts kind of trickled down to Arma, and they made it like a stamp steel. Like on Durango, it was the 7000 series aluminum, and on Arma, it's like 6000 series aluminum. So like an Arma Typhon is basically a stripped down race buggy. Based on the same type of tooling that Team Durango used.
Yeah. Exactly what he said. That's what I was reading online. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
The more you know.
But, yeah. Team Durango was pretty big around here because they were heavily either subsidizing or sponsoring my local hobby shops. So, like my local Great Hobbies, they were all Team Durango. They had their own race team, and they were all Team Durango. They did on-road and off-road, and they had a really good like couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years, and then they just probably end of 2017, they just kind of started to go dark, and then it was like a whole year where everyone was like, "What the hell's going on with Durango? They haven't put out anything. They're not saying anything. They still have a race team, but they're not." Like there's been no marketing, there's been no advancements in their products, and then the parts just started to dry up. And then it was a month or two before Hobbico filed for their
bankruptcy,
even a buyout. It was even before the bankruptcy. It was when they went into the protection, I guess. They killed off Durango officially, but even that news didn't come from Hobbico directly. I saw it through one of the RC news sites.
Yeah, a lot of people
same here.
Durango.
During bankruptcy, talk about bankruptcy.
But the funny thing about all that Durango stuff going over to Arma is Arma doesn't really. No one races those except for John. I mean, but that isn't that strange though. A team that was an RC company that was a race company, they would change over to another company with using a different name, but they don't have really any cars that anybody races. You could race them, but they don't have a race team. They don't have short course truck anymore. Durango used to have a short course truck.
No, but I mean, look at Losi. I mean, Losi, the real race for Losi, it's a TLR, which is Team Losi Racing. You know what I mean? But if you look at the bashing, way of Losi, you got the TEN-SCTE, you got the LST, you got other platforms that are not meant for racing, but it's a Losi brand. You know what I mean? So it's like Arma and Team Durango.
Yep.
And the world of Losi, like the 22, the 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. I think there's up to 6.0 if I recall. The mid mortar and this and that, and that fancy platform. And it's the same thing. What this guy's saying, that Team Durango was a racing company, and then they just went over to Arma. So, yeah.
Well, they were always run as separate companies. I'm not aware of anyone moving from Durango to Arma. It's just that their vehicles were loosely based on each other, and they shared some designs, I guess. Because you look at a Typhon and it looks exactly like the higher end race car with a couple of things taken out. But yeah, TLR is definitely run as its own company as well. Like, you don't really see many of the TLR parts trickling down to Losi. At least not on the surface. I haven't noticed that.
Yeah.
The Losi basher trucks are completely different from a TLR kit.
That's correct. And in my hobby shop,
it has a off-road buggy now, huh?
Who does?
Appeal to a wider audience.
What's this?
Team Associated. I was on their website the other day and I thought they had a basher buggy now.
Oh.
We were looking at that the other day, weren't we?
They've got a
yeah, I think I saw that the other night also. We talked about it real quick.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. What's it called?
Hold it up again. Why not?
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Hold on.
I'm looking as well.
The problem with Team Associated is that they come up with a product and then they immediately discontinue it. I mean,
the Reflex 14B.
Yeah, the one that they tried that not Hemistorm. What's his face there? They tried to make it fly. A hang time.
Oh, it's 1/14 scale. So they did that again.
So they shrunk. Small.
That could be a fun size, though.
No, that Reflex is 1/10.
Yeah, the Reflex was the same thing as the Rat Rod that they did.
The buggy? Because it says Team Associated's 1/14 scale Reflex 14B.
Yeah, the buggy's 14th scale. But he's talking about the Reflex or the Rat Rod, which is the same chassis.
Right.
And those are 10th scale.
Yeah, the Desert Buggy style.
And those are the same thing as the 10.3s, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Tony, are you looking at that like racing buggy? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, the off-road one.
Yeah, that's a cool car too.
It looks like fun. I could get one.
The Reflex DB10.
It's got like the military green.
Yeah, that's a cool.
Yeah,
on it.
No, see, and here's the thing: if you get a DB, well, not a DB10, but a ST10 or a 10 chassis from like all those, they're the same chassis but with a different body.
Nice. These are brushless for $180.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two-wheel drive.
Because we used to race at the mall at 18 scale Associated Apex Minis, and when they stopped selling them, and we were having a harder time finding parts. I was hoping we could jump into the buggy and we could build some little wooden ramps at the same track and just keep going. But then the mall closed the racetrack.
The new one, Tank? The what was it? The DB14.
Yeah, the one on top. Hold on, because the other one I talked about last week was the Nomad here. This is the Nomad 1/8 scale.
Yeah, the Nomads are cool. Those have been around for a while, though.
Yeah.
But here's the other one, which
They're
is
like
here,
$700 though.
the Reflex DB10.
Go down to the middle. There was like a green 18th scale 4-wheel drive buggy.
Oh yes, there was that buggy military, which
14th
is right.
scale. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Right
that
there.
thing looks cool. Is that the newest thing?
The Reflex
I
14B.
ain't seen that.
Yeah, that looks new.
It's been around for a couple months.
Hmm.
'Cause I know Filthy Co was telling me about it when it first came out.
Is that how you pronounce it? Filthy Co?
Mm-hmm.
I start typing it out. I'm like, well, am I doing that right? Is this because I'm hearing it in my head? Filthy Co. Okay.
Yeah, that thing's sweet looking.
Like the paint. Yeah, it's like a warbird
right now.
flag on the front. That's kind of weird. I didn't see that before. What the heck? Servo sitting in the middle on the.
Yeah, servo's right here. It's pulling right in the center.
And upside up. That's new.
See if they got a better picture. Here it is. Yeah, there's a bell crank.
Weird.
And it looks like an Apex Mini.
That looks like fun.
It does. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on it because I wanted to see them before I spent any money on them. They do look like fun.
I have been tempted to get a Losi Mini 8, and that would probably be very similar to that.
That's what I was thinking too. And my Mini 8's a lot of fun. I don't drive it very much, but it is a lot of fun.
4-wheel drive though.
4-wheel drive.
Mini 8, yeah. Mini 8 is 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I have the Mini 8, the one the Scottzilla has, and then the Vatera, this one, is the same thing as the Mini 8. Same thing.
Really?
Yep.
That's $280.
Yeah, the Mini 8s are not cheap.
Get a Kalahari. You can get one pretty cheap.
They have traction control.
Yep.
The Mini 8 does?
Yep.
Oh yeah, AVC.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, if you like AVC, I guess, but I'm not a fan of it.
I like it on the big stuff. I won't lie.
My Mini 8 doesn't have it. I have the original Mini 8, which is a shorter wheelbase.
Does your 5T have AVC?
No, but the DBXLE does.
Okay.
I turn it off when I'm like a lot of times when I run it, but I do like turning it on. It's pretty amazing when it's on.
I was always trying to find that little spot that I liked the best. I think I was like about 25%.
Yeah.
If you get too much, you get into the turn and you're trying to gun it through the turn. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, well, once you break it free, yeah.
It's just that throttle that you're doing.
Then one time I was trying to backflip it and I had that on there and that didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
I haven't tried
call it that.
The only one I've tried is the TSM, the Traxxas version. And the Traxxas one doesn't dumb down the throttle at all. It only does steering. So AVC, it'll like restrict your throttle input too, won't it?
Yeah.
So hold on, guys. The Reflex 14T by Team Associated is $180, 4-wheel drive. So that would be like the Mini 8.
And the Mini 8, you have a metal chassis.
That's overrated.
No,
but it's
not
more
the way you
durable.
jump. Not the way you jump and the way you drive them.
It's overrated.
I've never broken a plastic chassis.
No, that's because plastic bends and it comes back.
I've bent a bunch of aluminum chassis, pulled stuff out of them. It's annoying.
I have this acquaintance that's been wanting to come to the racetrack, but he never shows up, and he's got a Traxxas 4x4 Slash. I think he did the conversion on it, but he's broken the chassis twice in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
It's like, how do you do that? What the hell are you doing?
Launching is what he's doing. So this one is 4-wheel drive and $180. The other one is 2-wheel drive at $180. Makes me lean towards the Reflex.
Go for it.
Look, let me show you the platform of the.
Which one was the
it's not
Reflex again?
technically
The colored one or the camo one?
There's two Reflexes.
But the reflex, was that like the buggy, or was it like the?
Yeah, it was. But there's a buggy and a truggy.
Okay.
So the truggy's 4-wheel drive.
The buggy
so
was
the buggy, isn't it?
The buggy said 4-wheel.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought so.
Oh, well, then that's the one I want because it looks so much cooler. I thought somebody said it was 2-wheel drive when I said it was $180. Yeah, 4-wheel drive buggy.
Yeah.
I think when I bought my Mini 8, it was $249. I don't think I paid that, but that's what it was selling for. So $180, that's a good deal.
And
You
I
should
got
buy
mine
it
on
and
special.
put videos up so we can watch.
Yep. Better order that.
I have to.
And I can decide if I want to buy one or not.
Was YouTube?
Hey,
I see if they have it on Amazon. I don't feel like creating an account.
Hey, Scott, check out the chassis on this one, the Losi. It's the same thing as the Mini 8, but the only difference this one is it's just a plastic chassis. So, but on the Mini 8, yeah, you got that, the real steel platform on there, but basically it's the same thing.
Wow. See a couple of minor differences, but basically that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to register.
I'm trying to find a Losi Mini 8 right now to get a picture of it.
I can go get mine from the other room.
Mine's stored. Wish I can get it. I wish all my RCs were handy.
Tank, I think they've discontinued the buggy version, but there's a Mini 8 truggy that they have now.
Yeah.
The Mini 8 truggy
about that one.
The Mini 8 truggy at my local hobby shop, they say that they have problems with those motors since the wheels are bigger than the Mini 8. The motors tend to heat up.
The worst part about the Mini 8 is trying to find tires for it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So, and I'm glad I knew Micron RC because Micron RC hooked me up with these tires. So that was a win-win.
Is it the Mini 8 and 18th scale?
16th.
16.
6 to 16, yeah.
No.
There's an 8E, and I think there's even ready to run.
They're saying like the Mini 8 is a 1/14th scale on Losi site.
1/14th? That's what it was? I knew it was an 18th.
Okay.
And it does not look at all like the one you're showing right now.
Really?
Well, here, I'll pop it up.
The chassis different.
So
well, yeah, I mean the Mini 8 has a metal chassis. This is plastic.
Yes, but even the gears at the back are not the same at all. Like where the spur gear is, and where the cover. This has a little cover now. The brace in the center doesn't look the same as yours.
The brace in the center is different, but the rear diff is the same, I believe.
No, yeah, they're the same. Remember, this is a plastic chassis. The one you're looking at there on your screen, it's metal, and some things may not be the same. But overall, this is the same platform. They're both for four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, I should say.
Yeah, shaft driven in the center and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, look, the motor's right here, and then for some reason the EC is over here. I don't know. I think I moved this because of the receiver, and like the servo sits, in the same way.
There we go.
What's that? You just order it?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So where are you going to go take it for your test run when you get to that part of that?
Oh, man, I can't wait to review it. I actually know a girl whose husband works with Team Associated. I should have probably reached out to her if I could get a coupon or something. But, oh, well.
You got any indoor tracks near you?
Huh?
You got any indoor tracks near you?
No.
Oh, bummer. I'd love to see that on a 10 scale indoor track. That'd be
cool. It's off-road, so I plan to take it to the BMX trails.
I was going to say, that BMX track would probably be a hoot.
For a minute.
The what?
For a minute at Ipswich, you're saying? Or BMX trails at Ipswich?
Yeah. I mean, I'll run it around here first before I really kill it, but yeah.
Might be all right. Should be light. I don't know if it would break that easy. Well, we'll see.
Man, I used to launch this one. The only thing I ever busted on this guy was this front shot tower, and I got this one for like $3 because it was purple. It's aluminum.
What car is that?
RC10 B4.2.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Nice. That's cool.
But I got the cab forward body for it. So I didn't like the blue and yellow one that came with it.
The only problems I ever really had with the Mini 8, which wasn't a problem, and just something I had to replace often, was the drive shaft. Not the drive shafts, the ones that went out to the wheels.
Oh, yeah, outdrive.
Oh, dog bones?
Yeah, dog bones.
Dog bones, yeah. I'm bending dog bones all the time in that car.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate about mine is replacing tires, man. I hated that.
Yeah. These are the third set of tires. that is true. The rears, the fronts are fine, but something's wrong with it now. When you try and go, it just kind of bogs out. And like, so I don't know if it's a bad ESC or motor.
Did you check the air in the tires?
Bearings.
What are you saying, Kagan?
Bearings, possibly.
Yeah, bearing.
No, I mean, it like literally won't go. Like it just stutters. Yeah, cogs like crazy.
That's your ESC.
Probably one of those bullet connectors off the motor.
Yes. Something's wrong with the ESC. Check your connectors or the battery connector.
Yeah, it's got like the back and all that stuck on here or something. Some capacitor. I've checked the wiring and all that, and that's fine, but
So it's got a BEC built onto it already?
Motor in it.
So it has a BEC on it?
What?
It has a BEC on it?
No, it's got some kind of weird thing that's strapped in here.
Maybe
It's like a capacitor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Beck.
It's a Beck, yeah, because it's right on the leads.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, some people call it BEC, and then some people call it the Beck. I call it the Beck.
Yeah. So I probably just need to pull this out. Sold XP SC500 BL. It's all stock still, and I ran it a lot. When it was one of only.
I've seen that one. I've watched a lot of your videos.
Oh man, I used to launch this one. I did all the things that it wasn't meant to do with it. Is what I did with it. But I bought it because when the low C was down and out back in the day, all I had was the Stampede and the low C, and I was having to redo the diffs and all that, and I didn't know how to do it, and it was taking me forever. And it was just I wasn't running anything, so I got that so I could run it at the track when the low C was down and out.
I've been watching your channel for a long time, even before I think I started mine.
Yeah,
I remember like when you built the little track in the backyard for the first time and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool that you were thinking about all these things. You wanted to run monster trucks and you wanted to roast church trucks, and you had like a little combination of the two tracks together. That was cool.
Yeah, so need to get back there. My wife bought me dirt for Christmas, so that I can rebuild it.
She bought you dirt?
Yeah. Well, she gave me a little jar with dirt and a little toy car, like truck in it, and said I could build a track.
Cool.
So
tell her next year you want a Bobcat.
Well, I get to rent a Bobcat as well. That's part of it. I can get the dirt dropped off and rent a Bobcat to move it.
Holy crap, that sounds like fun.
They're really not that bad from Home Depot.
Really?
Yeah. For a day rate, it wasn't too bad. It's like $100 or something. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Cheaper
if I
than
can move those two cars out of my backyard, I've got enough room to build an 8-scale track out there. I've been wanting to do that for the longest time. I haven't been able to move those two cars.
Just put the dirt over the cars. Then you got a huge tabletop.
That's what everybody's been telling me.
Pile dirt on them.
Tell a scrapper to get rid of them for you.
Yeah,
that's what I did originally. Was
the only thing that kind of bothers me about like hauling them off for $200 or whatever it is one of them's a '55 Chrysler limo, and it's the only year that had that specific brake on it. So I know if a collector was looking for something like that, it'd be better than taking it to the dump for $200.
Well, put it up for sale. Put it up for sale somewhere and see what comes up.
Yeah, I need to do that. I know the guy that's in charge of the vintage RC clubs down here, or not RC. Ooh, boy, I'm thinking RC a lot, ain't I? The antique car clubs, and I've got his email address. I should probably just send him a message to see if he knows if anybody is interested in any 55 Chrysler stuff. I got rid of most of it. I just have those two sitting in the middle of the track. I actually had some people fly in from Sweden and buy a bunch of cars from me.
Wow.
I'm gonna take off, guys, till tomorrow. My legs are killing me.
Yeah,
all right.
Thanks for jumping in.
All right, see you guys.
Take it easy, man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the live stream also. Don't log out, guys, because after we end the live stream, we usually stay in this window and chat for another 10-15 minutes, just to say bye and just talk about next week or whatever. So
Cool.
we'll go to the round table and say bye to everybody, and I'll start with Green Frog RC.
See you guys. Have a good night.
And John.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
RC Bros.
RC Basher Boy?
RC Basher Boy, sorry.
Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. It was fun.
Scottzilla.
Been fun hanging out with everyone, as usual.
Thanks for dropping by. Tony.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit a thumbs up for Tank.
That's true.
Yes.
Guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Thanks for joining in the chat and all that. And we'll see you next week on RC Talk. Talk to you guys later. Ciao.
Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen.